YouTube, hi, how you going? It's Iski here. Just got back from the dump and I'm really excited. So excited. Check this out. Look what I just found. A vacuum cleaner. It's a Dyson vacuum cleaner. Oh, what's the model number? Precisely, it is a Dyson DC33. And it's in excellent condition. I mean, I think most of it's there. I have no idea about this model vacuum cleaner. In fact, I don't know much about vacuum cleaners at all. I've never actually bought one. I do, in the last few years, I've been getting a bunch of really good vacuum cleaners from the dumps. I get Dysons all the time, but they're those standard ones that you pull along with the hose. Nothing like this. So, and plus I like the colours. So I thought I'd grab this and see if it worked, and yeah, see if it's a keeper. It's interesting, I had a mate around here the other day who owns a couple of hotels at the Gold Coast. And he saw a couple of my vacuum cleaners and he said, "Do you get vacuum cleaners from the dump, like Dysons?" And I said, "Yeah." And he said, "What?" And I said, "Do you want them?" And he was like, "Oh, yeah, if you can get some." And I said, "Well, you can take all of these. I only need one." So I gave them all to him. So I'm just giving him the vacuum cleaners that I find. But I just thought it was funny that he thought it was a cool thing. But he did kind of enforce to me that Dyson must be a pretty good brand, because he couldn't believe that I, find Dyson vacuum cleaners at the tip. But anyway, enough about that. So what's wrong with this thing? I did turn it on before and I used it and it worked quite well. Like, it was sucking up everything that I was it worked as well as the other vacuum cleaners. But why did they throw it out? Well, I'm not really sure. The only thing that I can think of is that it's not sucking as well as it used to suck when they first got it. And after just a 5-second look at this thing, this could be the reason why. It took me 5 seconds to find this, but I just scanned up the hose. And look at that. I just thought that was a hose that was out of place, so I tried to kind of line it back up, but I couldn't, because there's something hard inside. In fact, if you have a look there, there's something sticking out, poking through there. So I guess I did pull this hose off and had a look down, and I did see a peg. There's a couple of other things, I think, in there. So I think that could be restricting a bit of airflow. So I guess this video is going to be about fixing this up. I think I'm going to turn on the air compressor, maybe blow all of this dust out of here. I've already emptied this thing here, but we'll do a better job than that. And yeah, just clean it up, see if we can unblock that hose, which I think I can. I'm thinking maybe a wire coat hanger and just put a hook on the end. I don't know why other people can't think about that. Why would you throw it out? It's worth, what do these things cost? $700 Australian, I'm talking. Not overseas prices. We're talking in Australia. They're about $600 or $700. Anyway, I'll have it for sure. In fact, I think there's a couple of attachments that might be missing. I know at the end of that rod there, I think you're supposed to put like a little brush attachment to suck things up, and I guess that must sit in here maybe. I didn't realise there's another one, so maybe it's missing something else. Maybe it's like just a hard bit of plastic that narrows at the end, and but I guess I can find those another day. But for the moment, I just want to use it to vacuum my floor. So that's what this video is going to be about. Fixing a Dyson vacuum cleaner. Let's get started. Okay, alright, so funny, I've just spent the last, 20 minutes binging YouTube on these things. They're really good vacuum cleaners apparently, and so I feel like I know it quite well now. But yeah, so I'm just going to start by pulling a couple of these key parts off. If I can remember how they did it, I guess. There you go. We're going to clean that. Alright, now, if I remember, so there's a filter in here, How did he get that out? There we go. So this is a filter. I don't know how that came about. Oh, there we go. That was difficult. Oh, wow. Wow. So we'll clean that out. If we don't break it first. Now there's a filter here as well, apparently. It was hilarious. I watched this guy. He was so passionate. He was so passionate about his Dyson DC33. And he was like, this is one of the last ones. Everyone says this is the last Dyson that was really, really good. So you got to look after it. Actually, that is... Wow. That is really clean. That's a filter, and that is super clean. But we'll clean it even more. Yeah, even inside there is really clean. Yeah, and this guy, he did a full strip down. He took everything apart. He was pulling the switches. See, there's little springs in there. He was pulling the whole thing. So I was like, oh, listen, dude, I'm not going to be doing that much. I'll just clean some key parts. I'm not that passionate about vacuum cleaners. All right, so this hose, how did we get this hose off the last time? Was it this button? I think there was a button that I pushed that released it. There we go. Look at that. And this end here, I'm not sure, but how easy. So that's the blocked bit. Let's how did I take that off? Was it this? There we go. So we'll stick that there. Yep, I can see a peg down there for sure. It's totally blocked. There's other stuff in there. But, I'm not sure if I'll be able to get you guys a view of that. Trust me, you'll see it come out. I mean, there's a bunch of other stuff in here that... Listen, no, I don't think I'm going to do any more than that. I'm going to take this outside and we are going to blow this with the air compressor hose. Give it some air. Let's have a look underneath. Rubber bands. This could definitely do with a clean. Like, there's some full-on hair here. I'm not sure if they owned a dog. I'm not sure if that's hair from a carpet or if it's a dog. But whatever. We're going to... Well, I guess I'm going to have to clean this by hand. I'm not sure how to get access to this brush. I'll have to look a bit harder. God, look at this guy's tear down. I mean, he tore the whole thing down and he was going to do this whole full on, he was going to wash the hoses and all of this stuff. He even pulled the motor out, like, oh, I couldn't believe it. So, yeah, he was passionate. Yeah, so I just have to work out if there is a way to pull this. I'm sure there's a way to get this brush out. But it's turning nicely. It turns really well. But there's still a lot of bloody crap that's... A lot of hair and stuff that's around there. Yeah, so excellent. So that's good enough. I'm just going to clean these bits. Actually, let's... You know, I'm going to work in here today. I could go outside. I'll go outside to obviously blow these down. But it's just stinking hot outside today. So we might work in here. What do you say? I am just going to set you up there. I'm going to go and grab a coat hanger actually. Okay, we might be really lucky here. Check this out. So I went to get a coat hanger, but I forgot that I've actually got something very similar. Basically, this was a coat hanger, and I've done exactly what I wanted to do with another thing that I use this in washing machine hoses. When there's blockages, I stick this down and I kind of reef at it and get stuff out. But we could probably use the same thing. Well, that's exactly what I was going to set up. So let's just use that, save ourselves a coat hanger. But the other thing is, check this out. Check these. Pair of really, really long pliers. Dad gave me these a little while ago. I saw them at his house and I said, what do you use those for? And he says, I don't. Do you want them? I was like, oh yeah, they might come in handy for something. So let's see, will they actually fit? Oh, I don't know. Doesn't look like it actually makes it. I don't know, can you actually see? Let me see if I can angle you up. Yeah, you kind of can see some stuff, but there's a blue peg and some other stuff in there. So let's see if this will actually reach first. And nope, that would have been too easy. So I am just going to put this in and see if I can get something. In fact, you know what I might do, because this is actually just bent itself almost straight. I'll make more of a hook on this. But what I might do is actually pull this out a little bit. Is it supposed to spring back like that? Well, maybe it is. No, it's not going to help us. All right, let's All right. Listen, guys, I am going to set you up here because you're in my way. I'll just set you up. Hopefully you'll see what I'm doing. No reason why you can't, but this is going to be a lot easier if I can actually look down. Oh, well, we got a bow tie. So far we've got a bow tie. I was hoping for some money. Oops, let's set you up again. All right. I think we might have loosened that peg a bit. Still weird the way that just bounces back. It is a spring. By the looks of things, it's a big spring. By the looks of things, that thing that was piercing it is dislodged. So let's see if we can just shake that. Oh, there we go. It's empty. It must have... Oh, there it is. It's fallen out. I'll show you what it was. Something so basic. We got a bow tie. We got a peg. I'm assuming it's a bobby clip and something else, a bit of fabric or something. So that is what was piercing the hose. Yeah, there you go. That's all it was. That was difficult. Anyway, let's see if we can make. See, well, it looks like it's going together a bit better. So let's see. Can we fix that by pushing that in? Oh, there you go. That looks a lot better than what it did, doesn't it? In fact, if I didn't know any better, that looks pretty good. I wouldn't have thought that there was anything wrong with that hose. But if we angle you up, as you can see, can you see? Probably not. Can I see through there? Yep, I can see through there. You probably can't. Oh, there we go. There you go, a bit of light at the end of the tunnel. So, cool. That's working. Alright, so let's have a look at these filters first, eh? Yeah, see this stuff? Does that come out? Oh, there we go. That pulls out. See this hairy stuff? I don't think that's from a a dog or an animal. I think that's, I don't know what that's from. It's really long. Maybe it's just somebody's hair. I think it's just human hair. It's like they were a redhead. Maybe, maybe not. Mousy brown. But I am going to, I'm going to just bang this out. I should do it with water, wash it, but I actually want to turn this on. And I don't want to wait forever just to turn this thing on. Oh no, I'm going to wash it. I'll wash it. Okay, and I'll wash these. Actually, you guys can come as well. So we'll stick that over there. Where are we going to wash this? Probably should put this in the washing machine. Oh yeah, there's a lot of dirt coming out of it. I'll just keep wringing it until it runs clear. That's looking good. I reckon that'll do us. I'll just wring that good. And I'll stick it on the driveway. Let's have a look at these things. I think that's good. And this thing here, I think this is just one piece, but they say you just wash it, so that's what we're going to do. Alright, let's go and stick that on the driveway. In fact, let's just pop them there. It's really, really hot here at the moment, so they shouldn't take too long to dry. Okay. What should we do next? Closing the door. How about banging this thing out? How are we going to clean this? Do we just, I know I've banged it out already. I think I'm just going to get a brush and give it a good brush. Actually, I'll use the brush and the air filter. Actually, there's still some stuff in there. That's because I actually vacuumed my floor as soon as I got home. Alright, hang on. Should I set you up? Maybe on here? Okay, that's how I clean stuff. I might got myself a very damp bit of fabric. What is it, an old shirt? Just gonna give this a wipe down. Can you guys see? Let me have a look at this view. It's not the best. I might just move a little bit closer for you. That better? Okay. I mean, this is looking really good. There's a few scratches on it. I couldn't care less about that. Absolutely no dust or fluff or anything. Okay, so what parts can I put together? I can't put... Oh, hang on, I'm going to clean this first, but I can't put this on yet because it needs the filter to go underneath and that's still drying. So how did I get this off again? Like that. That's pretty clean. God, I mean, this guy that I was watching, he was pulling every single thing apart, and he was gonna fill his sink up with detergent and scrub them down, and I just thought it was so funny. I mean, as soon as you do your first vacuum, it's gonna be dirty again. All right, so that's that done. This is looking pretty sweet. The main unit, the body, is looking pretty good. Now, the only thing that I need to do is get into these, get this brush out somehow. There's got to be a way, right? There's got to be a way. I know you can pull this out as well and clean it, but I just couldn't be bothered. It's just got a bit of dust in it, so I'm not going to bother about that pipe. But this here, you can see this, it's full of a lot of stuff. I mean, that's hair. I'm pretty sure that's human hair. But I've got to get that out. It would make it a lot easier if I could get the brush out. So I'm going to go back and do some research, and I'll be back in a sec. This guy is awesome. Let's see. That looks like the bit that we want. Oh, there. Look, he's taken it off.
Replace the bearing or just buy a brush roll for £10.
Oh, what did he say? You can buy them for £10? That's like $100 in Australia.
Hold the axle and then you can twist
Oh, so he's...
the other end cap off. And again, the other end cap isn't too bad, it's just got... Actually, we want to fully remove it in a minute. Then I find my bigger screwdriver or a coin or similar, and we shall remove the base plate from the machine, which is quite dirty, as they can get.
Oh, that's easy.
Chisel some of that out before I wash it, because I don't want to clag up my washing station. There we go. And once that's done, we can go a couple of steps further by grabbing and pulling on the two edge bristles.
No, we won't do that.
Base plates empty. Next depends on how good, I suppose, the belt is. You can normally take the brush roll off without too much trouble, because the belts will be worn. But when the belts go back on, it's a different story indeed. Take this opportunity to clean your brush roll a little bit. You want all the lint, all of the threads off.
Okay. I love that guy, he's awesome. Let's take this back in here. And looks like I need a flathead, eh? I'll go and get a flathead. Alright. So, I think he just undid these 3 screws. I just turned them. I think. Did that just pull away? Oh, wow. There we go. Something else to clean if we feel like it. Nah, it looks pretty good to me. But yeah, look at that. At least I could probably even just clean it like this, you know. There's a belt here. He actually pulled his off and off the belt, but honestly, I don't think I'm going to... Listen, what I'm going to do is grab myself a little razor blade or a Stanley knife and cut those hairs, because that will make it a lot easier to pull them through. Alright, sorry about this award-winning camera work once again. So if I just give that a bit of a cut down there, you would think that that would make it a lot easier. Yeah, it's coming out now. Let's put that on the ground. Ooh, I just got pricked. I think there might be a pin in there somewhere. Oh, that was a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. Did that in like 5 minutes. Should we clean this out? I don't think so. I don't think so. It's just a little bit of dust. Alright, so let's put this back. I'm assuming that it goes in like that. And we have to turn these. 1, 2, and 3. There you go, look at that. It's like it's brand new. So what do you think? That's what we got. Okay, we'll throw that with that over there. I'm going to go and check my filters because I really want to do some vacuuming. Never thought I'd say that in my life, but I do. Okay, so I'm very impatient. I couldn't be bothered waiting for these to dry in the sun, so the day's almost over anyway. So I'm going to stick them in the dryer, and I've never done this before, but have a look at these. Fisher and Paykel actually give you these shelves. I've never actually used them. I think they actually go in the, yeah, just like that. Look at that, they just sit there. I think they're for shoes. Well, now they're for vacuuming, vacuum filters and whatnot. So let's throw those in there. Like, this one's still really damp. So hopefully, let's just put some dry air around them. Let's hit play. Awesome. What a great idea. Okay, I'll give that, well, let's say 10 minutes. I reckon that should do it. Okay, so this is the second time I've looked at this. I actually took this bit out because it's actually got a plastic netting in there. It's okay, but I don't want that to, you know, shrink or get too distorted. But this thing here, oh man, it was still pretty wet after like 15 minutes. But it's been about 25, and that actually feels really good now. And that's okay. So I reckon it's all good. Let's go back. Okay, so we will put that back together in about 45 minutes because I'm going back to the dump. I want to find those other pieces. I want to find the tools, the little brushes that go at the end of this thing here. I don't think I'll find it, but you never know. Rightio, I'm back. It's actually the next day as well. I didn't find the little attachments that go on this thing, so that sucked. But that's okay, I'll get them somehow. But I got back and I ended up going to some neighbour's house for some neighbourly drinks, end of the year drinks. And yeah, and just got carried away and came home and didn't feel like doing this. So it's the next day. I am actually wearing different clothes, maybe the same pants. But let's put this back together and turn it on, wrap this video up. I'll just let you know, I just took this part, the actual machine and the motor outside, and I turned it on just in case there was some, you know, residual dust floating around, and there wasn't. But man, you think these things are loud when you're actually vacuuming the floor. You should turn them on without all this crap on them. I mean, wow, that was pretty scary stuff. Okay, so how did these work? I'm assuming that goes in that way. Pretty sure it does. In fact, there seems to be a cloth tab there. I guess that's what you use to pull it out. Now, where did this one go? Oh, actually, I forgot about this bit. We're going to clean. No, that's not even dirty. So let's just. I think this goes in here, right? Is it face down? Yeah, it'd have to be face down. All right, so let's just stick that in there. See if we can get this back. Oh, there's a bit of dirt. There's a bit of dust on it. Forgot to take this bit outside. Oh, that's all right. Okay, so this, I don't know how it goes in, but I'm oh. It's got to be easy. There we go. That was hard. Okay, so that's the first one. Now, that comes off, and this goes face down, does it? I'm assuming that goes face down. I might have to look back at the footage, but I couldn't. I don't know. Does it go face up? It could go. It looks better this way, but I'll look at that. I'll check that out later. But I'm pretty sure that's probably the way it came out. Yeah, definitely that way. Okay. Now, let's pop this bit back on. However that went, I guess. Like that. All the seals matching up. Looks good. Looks awesome. And now, what should I do first? Let us. How did this go again? So was that. Did that go down there? Nope, that looks like. I think that went that way, right? There we go. Oh, this is easy. Okay, and then this went on top of there, like that. And that must have slid in here somehow, like that. And now we should be able to run this rod all the way down. There you go. Look at that. We got a complete vacuum cleaner. What do you think? It looks awesome. It's definitely better with that long pipe going all the way down the hose. But yeah, I think that's come up really nice. Let's have a look at let's have a look down here. A nice clean brush. Everything's looking good. Let's turn it on. All right. Let's just pop you there. Have we got some power? Okay. Are we ready? This one here. Perfect. That works great. I mean, it's pretty clean in here at the moment, but I'm stoked. Happy with that. I got myself a nice Dyson. I don't even know what these things are. They just called upright vacuum cleaners, vertical vacuum cleaners. The cool part about these are whenever I tend to do vacuuming around the house, I tend to just drop the vacuum cleaner where it is, and then it just stays there until I need to do the next vacuum. And it's always in the way. I do kind of push it out of the way, but at least this won't take up as much space. I mean, you can just push this up against any wall, and that's perfect. And I like this really long cable. But how good is that? Let's just put you there. Angle you around there like that. I might just coil this up now, and I might try and vacuum something shortly. Alright, let's see how neat and tidy this looks. Oh look, they even give you a clip here to, I guess, clip this cord. There, how good is that? Excellent, I love it. Thank you to whoever threw that away. I will use it and think of you. Wow, so there you go. There you go, guys. It works. And it actually works really well. I'm so impressed. The power of this thing, it's, yeah, really good. Like, it's probably the best vacuum cleaner I think I've ever used. And it's convenient too. I like the upright nature of it. The way you can just stick it anywhere against a wall and it'll just, stay there. No hoses and, bloody long pipes that you have to kind of, yeah, look out for. But it's excellent. I love it. It worked really well. The carpet, everything it went over, it just got sucked up, and the tiles as well over there. It's great. In fact, I'm pretty disappointed my vacuum cleaner is actually dirty, inside at least. But there you go. How does it feel when you can actually fix something, can save something? Seriously, by now, today, this vacuum cleaner should be underground. It would have been crushed and it would have had a lot of land and dirt put over it. It would have gone straight into landfill if we hadn't have saved this. So, excellent. We'll recycle this. We'll use it again and again and again. And if there ever comes a time where I don't want to use it, I'll just give it to somebody who needs one. I mean, it's a Dyson. I'm pretty sure there'll be a lot of people who would love a free vacuum cleaner as much as I do. So there you go. And anyway, thanks for watching. It's I know it's probably like an hour-long video about me cleaning a vacuum cleaner, but hey, get used to it. It's going to happen again and again and again, just with other stuff that you probably find just as boring. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.